Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. This little alfalfa head has been getting on my nerves. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy daylight. I guess they don't call it daylight savings. I don't know what they call it, but I'm glad that we back to it not being dark already. Okay, it's 5:53 and it is not dark yet. It is still very much light outside. I don't care about losing the hour. I am here for coming home and still having a couple of hours of sunlight when I get off work. Okay. I don't know about how you guys feel, but baby, that's how I feel about it. Okay. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a really good weekend, a very peaceful weekend. As you guys know, I spent last night with Shade in the City. It was Latrice's birthday. She had a hibachi, like a mobile hibachi, come to her house, and she had a bunch of her friends. It was nice to meet some of her friends. Of course, Nels was there. And we had a good time. We played some games and had the hibachi. The hibachi guy was really funny. He got us, drinking all the sake, okay? And we had a good time. We really did. So shout out to that. And there's that. So that was my weekend, child. Tonight, you guys know, is the premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we will be back at 9:15-ish to watch, to review it. And of course, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back with a whole new... Baby, we got some new things for y'all. We got some new faces. We have some new segments. We have some new and improved things going on with y'all over on the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So make sure y'all meet us there tomorrow at 8:30-ish. And we will be at Scotty's house. JoJo is back. We'll be at Scotty's house tomorrow night. So I know I owe y'all Married to Medicine. I'm going to have to give y'all a 2-for-1 probably... I'm gonna have to give y'all a 2-for-1 Monday or Tuesday, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the 2-for-1 because y'all, I had a flat tire today, so I gotta get my car to the dealership to get because I'm hoping it's covered by the warranty before I buy me a tire. I'm hoping I can get that tire covered by the warranty, so I gotta get to the dealership Tuesday. So I'm not sure what time I'm gonna be home on Tuesday. Monday, I have a mandatory staff meeting after work, so I'm not sure what time I'm gonna be home Monday. But I'm gonna get y'all a 2-for-1. Okay, all right. With that being said, let's get into some things. Let me say hi to the people. Hey, the informed. What's up, Tan? Below, Quake, Grown Woman, Don't Try Me. What up, Tracy Boo? Both of my Tracys are here. Yes, twins. Now, let me tell y'all something about this hater right here. Jonathan, the swoop down talking trash. Okay. Hey, Really B. I love you, sis, but I don't know why you got this cruise set for the Super Bowl weekend. You do know the Redskins or whoever they are now ain't going. LOL. First of all, y'all ain't heard the Redskins Commanders Washington football team name come out my mouth as it relates to the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't heard. See, that's what I'm talking about. People just be talking trash for no reason. Ain't nobody said nothing about nothing. You just get your coins together and get your tail up on that ship, Jonathan. Moving right along. What's up, Des Hop? Hey, lovely Nola. Miss Introvert, Half Pim. Hey, Xavier Boo. Powerful Tawana. I didn't know Mia quit. I've been out to... Oh, the announcement was just made yesterday. What's up, Sweet Pea? Quake. Am I the only person watching Juju do her thing? I'm looking forward to watching her in the WNBA. I watched the SEC tournament earlier. I don't know who Juju is, so tell me who Juju is. Tell me who she plays for. I love South Carolina. I love Dawn Staley. That's who I've really been following. So I know the name Juju. I've heard it, but I do not know. You got to tell me who she plays for. But I just got finished watching the SEC tournament, and South Carolina won SEC again, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to next Selection Sunday next week. Hey, Itty Bitty. Hey, Vintage. Tawana, does say hey, boo. Southern Belle, KK, Marnie. What's up, Corey? Just watch your Beyond the Gates recap. Bring JB back next week. He was great. You know, I'm going to definitely invite him. We had a good conversation. I feel like me and JB could have sat up there for hours, child. We were just talking and vibing. And even after we got off camera, we were talking some more. I love JB. I do. Make sure y'all are subscribed to his channel. Yogi, Tiffany Blue, China White. What's going on? Hey, Eva. The lipstick is gorgeous. Thank you. Y'all know Juvia's Place. This is from their berry. It's either their berries collection or their reds collection. But this is called Cultured. I haven't worn this in a while. It's called Cultured. It's a gloss. It's more of a gloss. But it's from their. It's either their reds collection or their berries. This is somewhere between red and berry, so I don't know which one it is. Auntie Eva says she feels the same way. Everybody loves the sunshine. Shout out to Roy Ayers. Bama Girl. Rosonda Hendrick. Hey. Powerful says I have to watch Atlanta when I get back home on my way to see the talk in New York. Baby, you be traveling. I ain't mad at you, Powerful. You be traveling. Well, you live in New York, but still. Hey, Lolisa. Lolisa, I saw your message, girl. Yeah. Remind me, Lolisa, I'm gonna answer your question. If you didn't already get the answer to your question, I'm gonna answer your question. I need to watch the Beyond the Gates review. This is my show. Oh, yes. Happen. It's on my other channel. It's on my review channel. So I know I'm reviewing it. Spilly Boy TV, JB, Shade in the City. I'm trying to think who else is doing reviews. I don't want to miss anybody. If y'all know anybody else that's doing reviews of Beyond the Gates, drop it in the chat, please. But I know those people are doing it. And Spiller Boy is doing almost daily recaps. I'm doing weekly recaps. I think JB is doing weekly recaps. But Spiller Boy, he's going almost daily. Hey, Melly. Hey, boo. Lock Queen, Quakes. Okay, we almost getting there. Oh, from USC. Oh, yeah. I do know who you're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I do know who you're talking about. Yeah, that's who. All right. I knew I had heard the name. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing USC. Are they playing now? Maybe I'll record some of it. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing USC in the champion. Yeah, in the tournament. Yes. She got her stamp. Miller gave her stamp. And I don't want to say Reggie Miller's sister. I hate saying Reggie Miller's sister, but for whatever reason, I can't. Her name is just coming up with blank. But yeah, she's giving her stamp. Yeah, I'm gonna catch some of that. I'm definitely gonna catch some of that. Spilly Boy, Jamie, that's me, and Jay Lee. Okay, yeah, thank you, Ashley Miller. Okay, what's up, Star? Hey, boo. Cheryl, thank you. I hate saying Reggie Miller's sister because, child, quiet as kept and loud as it is, we know who the better athlete was. Moving right along. But yeah, I did see that. So thank you. I do know Juju. For whatever reason, it just, my brain went blank. But yeah, okay. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. Okay, so let me answer Lolisa's question about the cruise. So let's take a minute to talk about the cruise. First of all, shout out to the fact that we already got 2 people signed up for the cruise. Can we do a shout out that we already got 2 people booked? Hey. Ooh, that made my day when I saw we had 2 people already booked for the cruise. I was like, what? So I was here for it. So shout out to that. Second of all, I did update this flyer. This isn't the updated one because I didn't have time. I forgot to upload it before I went live, and I didn't want to. I was already late going live, so I'll upload it. But I forgot to put the date on the first flyer, Lolisa, so you didn't see that I updated it. However, I still have the dates wrong. It's the 6th through the 9th because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we leave on that Monday. So the 8th is the actual Super Bowl. So we leave on that Monday, but y'all know we're going to be off that ship, child. By 9 o'clock, we're going to be off that ship. So for flights purposes and stuff like that, you need to, it's the 9th. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I'm sure nobody has bought their ticket already yet. So, but I did update that flyer, and it is the Utopia of the C's, not the icon of the C. So I did update the flyer, but I didn't want to hold up the live any longer and not upload it. So I want to come, but I get seasick after a while, so I'm nervous. Well, first of all, I definitely understand that. But 3 days is not a lot, and there's so many things now that you can do come Star. They have the wrist, the wrist thingy-mabobs. They have the patches behind your ear. Of course, you could take the pills. They have so many things, but I definitely understand your apprehension. It's too much money to spend to worry about being sick. So I want you to come because I want everybody to come. And the person who I know, Cheryl told us she was the first person to book, child. But the second person that booked, I know their legal name. There's somebody I think I know exactly who it is because I know that name. They've sent me cash apps and stuff. So I know that legal name. So shout out to you and your roommate. I did see where you booked. I talked to somebody else who said, I've talked to about 3 people who said they were going to book this week. And again, I know how that goes. You want to go and then sometimes life be life in, but we're going to make it do what it do. So I'm excited. I ain't even booked my room yet, but I'm booking my room this week too. Somebody did ask me about a roommate, and I don't know if they were serious or not. I need to find out if they're serious, because I know Don said he was looking for a roommate, and I know somebody else who is a guy. So I might try to link them up if the other person was serious. But somebody said they need an ocean view. Melly said she need an ocean view partner. So yeah, listen, maybe we can link people up that way if they need roommates and that kind of thing. Quake says I have inner ear issues, but also I'm going to thug it out. Oh, okay, thug it out. All right, okay, Quake, okay, girl. Yeah, it's leaving out of Orlando. Port Canaveral. Yep. So we did a whole live yesterday, you guys. So if you have any more questions, go back to the live from yesterday. But you can always Instagram me. You can always reach out to me and let me know. Tracy says she getting a balcony room overlooking the boardwalk because she wants to be nosy and watch people. Jay, okay. Jay, I'm gonna hit you up and I'll talk to you offline. Because I wasn't sure if you were playing or if you were serious. If you're serious about needing a roommate, I'm gonna talk to you offline. And I'll check with the other person who said they were looking for a roommate and see if they were serious about it. And if both y'all are serious about it, I'll put y'all in contact with each other and y'all can talk about it, figure it out, what have you. And I got something funny to tell you too, Jay, when I talk to you. Just remind me, I don't want to say out loud what it's connected to, but just the last time me and you talked, remember what we talked about the last time? So just know I got something funny to tell you when I do talk to you as it relates to the last day. If you remember what we talked about the last time. I mean, if you don't remember, I'll remember. So say, really, what did we talk about the last time? And I'll know exactly what I wanted to tell you. Okay. It's nothing bad. It's just something funny. It's something that's like, it's really me being petty, but it's funny. Okay. So again, if you guys have more questions or whatever, please reach out to me. And again, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The Books and Bourbon Tour is coming together as well. I can't believe I'm planning 2 trips at one time, you guys. I can't believe I'm doing this. But I will have the flyer ready for that this week. I'm just waiting for the link back. I've already reserved the rooms at the hotel. I'm just waiting for the booking link that I can give you guys so you can call and reserve your room yourself. I think I've put together the package. So the package that I'm putting together is going to include the entry ticket to 2 distilleries, a t-shirt. It'll be a free, well, not free, but this will be part of the package. Ticket to 2 distilleries, t-shirt, and a swag bag from the book festival. So it would include those 5 items. And transportation to one of the distilleries is off of it's not on Whiskey Row, so it'll be the distillery. Yeah, so I'm putting that package together. And I'll have all that information on the flyer for you guys this week. I don't want to say tomorrow, but she's supposed to give me the link tomorrow. But this week. Okay. If she gives me the link tomorrow, I'll have the flyer ready for you guys. No later than Tuesday morning. To help with motion sickness, aside from the tablets and bands, book a middle ship cabin. Also, because the ship is huge, you may not feel much movement. I did the icon and wonder and felt nothing. Yeah, the bigger ships, you don't feel as much. And thank you. That's another trick. Thank you, Chiquita. If I said it wrong, my apologies. That's what I've been told as well. If you do deal with motion sickness, book a room in the middle of the ship. I've heard that as well. Also, one of the things is to make sure that you have a full stomach before you get on the ship, or as soon as you get on the ship, before the ship starts moving, get you some food. Make sure you have a full stomach before the ship starts moving. It's something else that somebody was telling me as well. I don't know how true that. I never dealt with motion sickness, so I don't know what works, what doesn't work, but I've heard all of those things. Yeah, Tracy is going to be doing recognizance for us, y'all. Tracy is going on the Utopia of the Seas next month. So she is going to get all of the best spots, the best bars, what works, what doesn't work, what we can waste time with, what we don't need. Tracy's going to bring all that back for us. So we're going to have our recognizance, okay? So Tracy's going to bring all that back. I want to do, one of the things that I would love for us to do maybe that first night is a bar crawl, because they have like 6 or 7 bars on this ship. I would love to do like a bar crawl where we all meet up, go to one bar, get a drink, go to the next bar, get a drink, get to know each other. You know, that'll be a good time for us to all link up, make some FaceTime, get to know each other, all that good stuff. Maybe we could do that like after dinner. After we have dinner, we can do a bar crawl. And again, if we get drunk, so what? We'll just make sure everybody get back to their room. Ain't like nobody driving, Karen. You know what I mean? Ain't like nobody got to drive nowhere. So we get drunk, oh well. And even if you don't have the bar, even if you're not a drinker, we can all just hang out. You can get a soda, you can get water. You know what I mean? We can all just have a good time. And I think that would be a great beginning. Okay. I think that'd be a great like first time activity. Like for us to icebreaker, I should say, activity. Lord, Tracy done already sent me a list with all the damn bars on it. See what I'm saying? Y'all hear what I'm saying about Tracy? So yeah, y'all, we'll do this. Now, we ain't going to all these bars, Lord. We won't be able to get up and we won't be able to go nowhere the next day. We can't do all these bars. But we'll do like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do, okay. I'll pick 5. We'll do 5. Tracy, you found out what the 5 best bars are. That's what we'll do based on Tracy's recommendation. Okay. I've been on the Sunrise and going on the Friends in February for my birthday. I'm going to make this happen. Okay, boo. We can do half the first day, half the last. You know what? We can't do that. We can do a half and half. We can do, because baby, this is probably about 12 bars I'm looking at right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Child, there's 18 bars. Now, Casino Royale, we can take that off the list because that's the bar inside of the casino. We don't need to do that one. The Attic, that sounds like a place I want to go. That sounds like a bar I want to check out. Spotlight Karaoke, we can take that off the list because that's where they do the karaoke and stuff. That's more of a place where they meet up. We don't have to do that. They have a bar there, but Now, if they're doing karaoke, we could do it. Because we could do a 2 for 1. Okay. The Boleros is okay. The Boleros is good for your tequilas, your margaritas. That bar is good for those. Bell and Barley. We could probably skip Bell and Barley because Bell and Barley sounds like a beer garden. And I'm not a big beer drinker, but for the people who like beer, but I'm not really a big beer drinker. Oh, we're going to do karaoke. Oh, yeah, we're absolutely going to do karaoke. Y'all, why are we talking about, okay, the Pesky Parrot? Just for the name alone, we're going to have to check out the Pesky Parrot. Because why are you naming a bar after a parrot? But we're going to find out, okay? The Schooner Bar, I have to go to the Schooner Bar because the Schooner Bar has my drink. Tracy, the Schooner Bar has my toasted marshmallow old fashioned. Baby, that is my drink. I love that drink. I get it every time I go on. Well, I say every time, but I found it on the cruise back in August, baby. And once I found it, I know I had me about 3 or 4 of them. And that's the first place I went to look for on this one. So we definitely gonna go to the Schooner Bar. Giovanni's Wine Bar. Again, I think that's a little too tailored because for people who don't drink wine, it's probably not gonna be a lot there. We probably can skip Giovanni's. Playmakers, that's the sports bar. We'll definitely hit Playmakers. That's the sports bar. Trails, the Trellis Bar, don't know. We're gonna check it out because I don't know. The Rising Tide Bar. You're gonna take that drinking class? Okay, Tracy, definitely gonna have to work us out. The Solarium Bar. Now, the Solarium is the adult-only area. I'm sure we can hit that area. That's probably the pool bar, though. So I'm not sure. Again, that's going to be in the adult area where the pool is. We probably don't need to include that on our bar crawl, right? The Lime and Coconut. Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we definitely going to this bar. The Mason Jar. Baby, the bar is called the Mason Jar, and I just feel like I need to go there. The Mason Jar? Oh, we absolutely going to the Mason Jar. We going there. Hell, that might be where we end up. That might be the caboose. The Mason Jar, Bolero's might be the beginning, and the Mason Jar might be the caboose. Because I feel like once I get to the Mason Jar, I feel like I might not want to go nowhere else. The name alone just makes me feel like I just want to stay there. Anyway, I did not mean to go spend 20 minutes talking about the cruise. Shall we excited? Abby said that sound like my spot. That sound like a good spiked tea eliminate. Yes, I mean the Mason Jar. Don, you know you want to go to the Mason Jar. That sound like somewhere you want to go, Don. The Mason Jar? Yes. That thing is delicious. It's my fall to go. Yes. All right, y'all, let's get into some of this stuff. I did not mean to spend 20 minutes talking about this cruise, okay? I just saw another video and they did not recommend the Mason Jar. They didn't? Oh, no. Okay. Can I say this? Yeah, I'm going to say this and this is the last thing I'm going to say. The TikTok videos are great. If you are on the TikTok, just put in Utopia of the Seas and you will get a plethora of videos. So all of those things y'all can look up. But that's one of them things I'm gonna have to just check out for myself. Oh, the Mason Jar is a Southern themed restaurant. Oh, it's a whole restaurant, but it has great drinks. Chiquita, we was going to the Mason Jar. I'm sorry for the people that didn't like it, but I had to find out for myself. The name alone has me intrigued. I'm sorry. The name alone has me intrigued. I got to check it out just for my own purposes. I got to check out the Mason Jar. Okay. Moving right along. So, let's get into these things. So, let me send this. I got to send this to Cruiser right now, honey. Let me send that over there to her. Okay. Let's start with the Real Housewives of Potomac, child, because we ain't going to spend all day on this situation. The fact that it's on site wrote in their headline, Mia be lying. The fact that was how they chose to write their headline is Mia be lying should already let you know. Right, Majani, that's why you buy the drink package, because if it's trash, then you don't go back. Exactly. But if you know. Thank you. Thank you for, Majani, thank you, because I got one more thing to say. I have one more thing to say. Is this thing on? Because I have one more thing to say. You'll love the drinks, but pass on the food. Got it. Okay. I got that. Cool. I have long since understood that when it comes to social media, I am not everyone's cup of tea, nor do I have to be, because at this point, I have my tribe. And if people choose to be a part of my tribe, they are welcome. But for the people who do not choose to be a part of my tribe, you can do, as Dionne Warwick would tell you, walk on by. If you, for some reason, have found my channel, stumbled into my channel, maybe my hashtag has piqued your attention, and you come through and you find that this is not to your liking, then I just suggest that you keep moving. Somebody had a nerve to drop down on my video about the cruise yesterday, y'all, and talk about when did it become cool for women to brag about drinking? Or when did it become acceptable for women to brag about getting drunk and drinking? Bitch, when I got 21 and got grown, I was like, clearly this is somebody that ain't never been on my channel before. This is clearly somebody that just stumbled into my channel. Maybe the word cruise got you excited. But the fact that I was sitting here talking about me and my drink package and how drunk I was and how drunk I'm going to be and how drunk I am going to get, because I'm grown. And as long as I'm not getting drunk and sitting behind the wheel of somebody's car putting anybody else in danger, guess what? I can keep being grown. I don't owe nobody else nothing, baby. I'm good and grown. I'm probably older than the person who left that damn comment. And y'all know, for every 10 negative comments, every once in a while I might have to come out, and I don't have to, but I might choose to come out and address it. But at the end of the day, y'all, I don't really give a damn. I promise you I don't. It hurts my feelings more when somebody who was a supporter for some reason got upset with me, or somebody who I know always had has always supported the platform, got offended by something that I did. Those are the comments that bother me. Those are the comments I care about. But for some random person that I don't even know who they are to feel like I give a damn enough for them to come down and tell me how they feel about me and how I choose to live my life, I don't give a damn. Moving right along. Let's talk about Mia. No, the video I did yesterday was not members only. Auntie Eve, I did a whole video yesterday that was open to everybody. All right. Where did I put my... Right here. Okay. The cruise dates are February the 6th through the 9th. The 6th through the 9th. I'll put the flyer up on my community wall again because I had to update the flyer again, y'all. So Mia has announced her departure from the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm going to read you guys what she said. After much reflection, I have made the difficult decision to step away from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Excuse me. This journey has been one filled with incredible experiences, personal growth, and of course, its fair share of challenges. However, at this time, my focus needs to be on my family and my mental well-being. As a mother and businesswoman, it's fake, Xavier. This is a fake announcement too. Oh, so this is fake too. Oh, well, if it's fake, we can keep it moving. Because I was gonna tell y'all, I ain't believe she quit no way. I believe she got fired. But if y'all saying that it's fake, then we'll keep it moving. Child, if it's fake, that post is not on her Instagram and was created by. Okay, yeah, it was fake. Okay, moving right along. All right.
I feel like she purposely does this shit.
Sorry. All right. Let's get into the DDG. Let's get into this DDG Halle of it all. Now, y'all know I really don't follow none of this because y'all know I always get Halle and Chloe. Y'all know I know who they are, but y'all know I always get them mixed up. I think I always get Halle mixed up with Halle Berry. Xavier always got to come down here and correct me. You know, I always got her and her sister mixed up when we was talking about the Little Mermaid of it all. Very talented young ladies. But I really didn't get into and even when she hid her whole pregnancy and all that good stuff, Todd, I really didn't get into all of that. Okay, I really didn't get into all of that. But now, Mr. D, now they done broke up. Now they hid the pregnancy, which was within their right. See, here's my thing. My only issue when people hide their pregnancy, I don't have no problem with you hiding your pregnancy. It's your business. It's private. It's your personal situation. The problem I have is when people go out of their way to try to convince me that I don't see what I see and I don't know what I know. Ma'am, If you look pregnant and people clock it, just ignore it, just move on. But the whole I am not pregnant look, oh my gosh, and like you showing pictures of you in a bikini from 4 months ago before you had a baby bump and all of that. Girl, all of that was for me. And I know some of y'all may not feel that way, but for me, all that was so unnecessary. I don't have no problem with you keeping your business private. It is not our business. And every contract, even though I come down here all the time and talk about celebrity news, if they choose to keep their news away from us, I respect that. I just don't like the whole, look, I'm really not pregnant. Oops, yes, I am. I remember when J-Lo did that shit. Ma'am, you was pregnant with whole twins, trying to convince us that we didn't see that big-ass baby bump that we saw. That's when I get mad, because now you playing with my intelligence. But it don't matter. That baby is a year old. It happened. It's over. Moving right along. Now, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Halle absolutely said she wasn't pregnant. Yes, she did. There's a whole clip from her Instagram. Yes, she did. She absolutely said she wasn't pregnant. Her sister said she wasn't pregnant. She said she wasn't pregnant. Yes, she did. She did. But moving right along. So this whole DDG Halle Bailey situation. So DDG then came down here. He's an influencer, YouTuber, whatever. He done came down here and he done started crying, saying how he can't see his child and how he's been kept away from his child and yada, 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 yada. Halle now done came down, and his was getting me. They making songs. Is that what we doing now, y'all? We not only are we coming down to social media telling our business, we making songs about it. We making songs about it. He done wrote a song. She done responded with a song. Now she's saying that the baby, well, she said the baby was sick already, but now she's saying she's sick, the baby's sick, and she is taking a hiatus from social media. Let me tell y'all how I feel about this, and I know what I'm about to say is probably going to piss some of y'all off, and it's okay. Y'all know how that go. Y'all get mad at me, but I still love you, and I hope you still love me too. This is why and I have been saying this for years, and I used to have friends. I used to have friends cuss me out. When I say cuss, I don't mean they literally was cussing me out. But this is why I literally have friends that have told me that I was wrong and they disagree and this, that, and the other. This is why I tell people all the time, if you are not going to marry the father, the mother of your child, then y'all need to go to court and y'all need to go through the courts and get everything legally in writing, or go to, and here's why, for shit like this. Y'all need to get child support in writing. Y'all need to get visitation in writing, because as long as y'all are not a married couple, I don't care that y'all were good when the baby was born and y'all were in a whole relationship and y'all was lovey-dovey and everything was great. Here's my issue. When shit like this happens, now, because y'all are no longer a couple, now we got to navigate through these waters of visitation and support. See, it was all good when we was a couple, but y'all are not married. And it goes back to what we were saying about Stacey on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and she wants to give up her right to child support because she said, well, the husband is paying, her ex-husband is paying child support, and she can't fathom the idea that he would ever not want to take care of his child. Well, people change, things change, and all of those things can change. So for me, I used to have my friends tell me all the time, I don't want the white man in my business. The court shouldn't have to tell the father how to be a father. The court shouldn't have to tell me all that shit sound good until stuff like this happens. All that shit sounds good until this type of stuff happens. Now, let's be clear. I ain't saying who's right and who's wrong because I'm not there. I don't know how often he's trying to get there to see his child. I don't know why she is or isn't letting him see his child. I don't even know if it's true that she's not letting him see the child when he wants to see the child. I don't know none of that. But what I do know is that the day they broke up, if they had gone down to the court, and here's the reason why I say go to the court, because it goes state by state. It definitely goes state by state. But the reason why I say that you need to go through the court is because if I know in the state of I want to say it's either Maryland or in the District of Columbia, because this happened to my cousin. You could be giving child support every week. You could be putting money in the hand every week. You would get a receipt. You can have a money order. You can have a cancel check. Whatever the situation is, you can have all your proof right here of how much money you done paid, when you done paid it, how you done paid it. If that woman takes you to court for child support, it is up to the discretion of the judge as to whether that counts as child support or he just feels like it's a gift or she just feels like it's a gift. Hey, Rod, how you doing, boo? I haven't seen you in a while. So the reason why I say go to the court is because depending on the state that you live in, anything that you and your baby mama, baby daddy decide, that is not bound by court. And maybe in your state, maybe you can go to an attorney and y'all can get a legal agreement through an attorney, then fine. But I just feel like, in my opinion, I feel like you should always go the legal route because, again, the child support and custody laws are different state by state. And it doesn't always mean anything just because y'all came to an agreement and y'all agree and y'all are on the same page on Monday. She could get pissed off at you on Friday and it'd be a whole nother conversation. And at the end of the day, the custodial parent always has the power. And 90% of the time, the custodial parent is the mom. So DDG, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X, Y, and Z, sir, that's what you should have done. Woo, Jerry. I'm going to just leave it right there. And that's all. I just feel like, so now you saying, oh, I drove 3 hours to see my son and she wouldn't even let me in the door. Did you call? Did she know you was coming? You said that the baby is sick and you knew he was sick and you didn't want to go nowhere with your son. You just wanted to play with your son. I'm sorry, what part of sick are you missing? You wanted to play with him? He's sick. Georgia requires legitimate what? She can go. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that's what needs to happen. One of them need to go. So now you done came down here and you done told us all your business about you went and now you done made a song. Sir, nobody wants to hear your song. DDG doesn't want to go to court because he knows Halle will limit Halo on his stream. He said he was supposed to pick the kid up, but he thought he was going to stay at her house. Wait a minute, what? He thought he was supposed to pick the child up, but he thought he was going to stay at her house. Well, that's two different things. Pick up and stay are two. That's the total opposite. Pick up, stay. That's the total opposite. Play with him at her house. But what I'm saying is, even I don't care where, but the baby is sick. Why are you trying to play? I put nothing past no one. My estranged husband of 14 years has not seen our child since I left him last year. Everything was all good until I left, and these children were planned through a marriage. Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. I have friends on both sides of the coin. I have male friends that have gone through the ringer, trying to be fathers, trying to be a part of their child's life, and I have women who have gone through the ringer. Like, I've seen it. I've seen all aspects of it, and that's why I say go to the court. It eliminates a lot of bullshit, in my opinion. And y'all know I don't have no kids, so I'm talking from the outside looking in, but I just think it eliminates a lot of bullshit. RSV is contagious and dangerous for children. That child wasn't going to be in. That's what I'm saying, Vintage. That's my whole point. You went over there to do what? To play with the baby? You didn't say I went over there to check on the baby. You didn't say I went over there to relieve her because I know he's been sick and she's had to deal with it. You didn't say I drove 3 hours because I could hear it in her voice that she was going through it and I wanted to be supportive. Like, you didn't say that. You said I drove 3 hours because I wanted to play with my child. And now she's saying that both of them have RSV. So I didn't hear him say I went to go help her out. I went to relieve her. Like, I didn't hear him say that. That's not. And if he said it, I didn't hear. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear the I want to relieve you part. That's not the part I heard. And I think I read somewhere that she's still breastfeeding. That adds a whole nother element as well. He says she will not let me be a father when I want to. My first mind says go directly to hell. I hate you, Tracy. Y'all know there's certain people when I read stuff, I can hear it. Like Ebby, when I that's why sometimes when I read stuff that Ebby says, it hits me. It's so funny because I can hear Ebby saying it. I can hear Tracy saying that just there. That's why. Oh Lord. Right. He wouldn't let me be a father when I wanted to. I need you to quantify that. What does that mean when you want to be? Because you should want to be a father every day, all day, sir. And weren't they just together over the holidays because everybody was speculating that maybe they got back together? Was that Thanksgiving or Christmas? Because if it was Christmas, all it is, I haven't seen my son in months, would be a lie. Because you just saw him in December. And I understand it's March. Before y'all start yelling, say, but really it's March. I understand it's March. But what I'm saying is Christmas is at the end of December. So January, February, you haven't seen your child because it's the beginning of March. We're not going to play that game. It's the beginning of March, okay? So my question to you would be, what have you done in the past 2 months to see your child? Since you claim you haven't seen your child in months. So we're going to say, what was that, Christmas? So what have you done in the past 2 months to see your child? He only wants to be a father when he wants to live stream. Abby said he saw that baby in February. See what I'm saying? And I believed it. I believe when I say I believe Abby, I did not believe that it had been months because, like I said, I know they were together over the holidays because it was a whole thing about whether they had gotten back together or not. That little boy just wants to come and go when he wants to. I agree. I think he wants to be a father when it's convenient for him to be a father. And now he wants our sympathy. He's come to social media because he wants public opinion. He wants our sympathy. He ain't getting it from me. Again, I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what did, what didn't happen, but I know you ain't going to get it from me. The clips are online. Halo was just on his live stream. I saw that clip about the breath. But remember, she was mad recently about him having him on the stream. This was after the holidays. See, so she needs to go to court. And that's one of the things she needs to do is she needs to put that in writing about the child being on social media. But again, let's be clear. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. I know I be telling y'all all the time, I don't have nobody's law degree. I went to, y'all know where I got my law degree from Matlock University by way of Law and Order College. Y'all know I don't have nobody's law degree, so why do you keep coming down here talking to us? Because can't none of us give you custody. Can't none of us give you a child support order. Can't none of us put any parameters on how much that baby is online. So you are talking to the wrong person, ma'am. Ma'am, you are talking to the wrong person. None of us can tell you. None of us can help you with that. So take us out the group chat. Right, see? Take us out the group chat. I mean, again, we're going to listen when you talk, but take us out the group chat. I don't think it's fair, though, to say the child can't be on streaming because that's how the family makes their bread. But they were making their bread before that baby was here. But he was making money on social media before that baby was here. So I don't think it's fair to make it seem like he can't make money if that baby ain't on his live stream. He was live streaming and making money off of social media before that baby got here. So I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that Halle should limit the child 100%. That again, that's a conversation they need to come up with an attorney. They need to have that conversation about what she's comfortable with versus what he's comfortable with. And then they have to come up with something somewhere in the middle. But to say, oh, well, that's how he makes his money. He was making his money like that before that baby got here. But that's what I'm saying, Half Pin. That's what I'm saying. If both of them are posting a child, then they need to come to a conversation. They need to come to an agreement as a couple. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Y'all are not sitting down and talking to the right people because I'm not that person. You need to call your attorney. He need to call his attorney. Y'all need to set up a meeting. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to have a conversation. And since that's clearly something that's important, then that's the conversation y'all need to have. Y'all need to come up with an agreement about what that looks like with social media. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in today, that is a reality. Like, that's just a reality, especially if that's how you make your money. That's just a reality. You know? But I can't do it. And you writing songs, to me, I can't do it. I don't know why we writing songs. Y'all, why are we writing songs? He's trying to use public pressure, humiliation, and risk to her reputation as a weapon to get his way. He wants to come and go back and forth and in and out of her house at his own discretion without notice or approval. And that, yeah, no, that's not fair, and that's not okay. And we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. You don't have access to my home. You don't get to come in and out of my house when you feel like it. No, sir. No, sir. And if we don't live near each other, if you got to drive 3 hours, then I suggest that you invest in a rental property, an Airbnb situation, or just a good old-fashioned hotel when you come down here. But you were not, and I understand that maybe that was the arrangement before, but before y'all were sleeping together. There's a difference. Y'all were a couple. Y'all were in a relation. Y'all were probably sleeping in the same bed, much less the same house. The rules have changed because the situation has changed. And it doesn't matter if I have a house big enough. I'm sure Halle has a 4 or 5 bedroom home, but guess what? None of those bedrooms belong to you, sir. And the expectation should not be that you will be sleeping in one of them. You better invest. You better get you a condo down the street, apartment around the corner. Find you a good Airbnb. When you come down here and visit the baby, that's how it's going to have to look. If you live 3 hours away, sir, you don't have a regular 9-to-5 job. Your job is going online. You can fix your schedule around seeing your child. I mean, you're a big time streamer, so I'm sure you have commitments and endorsements, and I know there are things you probably have to do. But at the end of the day, sir, you do not have a traditional 9-to-5. You can work your schedule around what you need to do. Exactly, Tracy. When we break up your access to me, my home, my car, anything, that the rules are different. We are no longer together. The rules are not the same. Well, you know that's where we're going next, right, Don? That's where we're going next, okay? Actually, let's talk about the Smollett first, and then we're going to talk about Umar, because I feel like that's where I'm going to spend most of my time. I feel like I'm going to spend most of my time on the Umar. So let's talk about Jurnee Smollett first. He even admitted to doing online throwing subliminal messages about her. We didn't see her doing any of that. Oh, you talking about them using... Okay, yeah. I'd make him a front porch dad, like Kevin Hart said. Yeah, I mean... All right, let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. So... Oh, I thought... Okay. So let's talk about this Jurnee Smollett situation. So we know that Jurnee Smollett, the sister to Jesse Smollett, she and her husband broke up. Yes, I thought that was you. If you still in the bushes, I thought that was you. I don't want to say your government name, but I knew your government name. Yes. Yes. Okay. I thought that's who it was. Okay. The person who booked the second room just texted me, and I mean just emailed me. It was like, yes, that's me. I thought it was you. I didn't want to say your name, but I thought that was you. Okay. So let me read y'all this article. This is coming from Yahoo Entertainment News. After finalizing their divorce in 2021, Jurnee Smollett's ex-husband is asking for half of the actress's retirement fund. When it comes to the what's mine is yours mentality in marriage, how far is too far? Actress Jurnee Smollett may have to ask herself that very question as she faces a new legal battle with her ex-husband, musician Josiah Bell. The Lovecraft Country star who finalized her divorce in 2021 might be heading back to court because her ex is now requesting half of her retirement savings, including her Screen Actors Guild pension. Despite already receiving nearly $1 million in a payout in their initial divorce settlement, Bell is now asking for more. Bell is seeking 50% of the funds Smollett accrued in her retirement accounts from 2010 to 2019, the years that they were married. Under California's community property laws, marital assets are typically divided equally in a divorce, which could make his claim legally valid. Since the couple's 2019 separation, Bell has been receiving $7,000 per month in combined child support and alimony payments. That's in addition to the $1 million payout from their divorce settlement. However, some social media users are outraged by Bell's request, given Smollett's extensive career as a child actress, having starred in shows. Okay, yeah. Now, many fans feel that Bell is just looking for a payday with this reported request. On the other hand, others argue if the roles reversed, people would have, Charlamagne and DJ Envy. We don't care about them. That if the roles were reversed, people would have a different stance. Like the other social media users point out that when women receive large settlements from their higher earning exes, there's often less public outrage. So let me say this. I don't disagree with what DJ Envy and Charlamagne are saying as far as when women get a lot of money from men, there isn't a big outrage. I agree 100%. That's true. It is a double standard as far as that's concerned. But how about this? How about it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be. Let me explain something. This woman worked throughout their entire marriage. And here's the reality of the situation. It's not like he walked away without anything. This man walked away with $1 million payout when the divorce happened. And she has been paying him $7,000 a month since 2021. The problem is it's about to run out. Based on their divorce agreement, it runs out in 2025. So he about to be broke because that $7,000 a month is about to be cut. That's why he's trying to take her back to court. Here's the reality of the situation. We didn't know nothing about this marriage. We didn't know nothing about this divorce. We didn't know nothing about this marriage. We didn't know nothing about this divorce. Only reason why we know now is because he's taking her back to court. So my problem isn't what the settlement was, because listen, he got a good little payday, right? My problem is you going back to the well because the well done run dry. And if this were a woman, I would say the same thing. I'd be like, you got your divorce. You walked away from the divorce. You're good. They have they have one child together. I don't think the child support is running out. His alimony is running out. The child support isn't going anywhere because I don't know for him to get child support, I'm thinking he might have primary custody. Again, I don't know that to be a fact. But the fact that he's getting a child support from her every month makes me think that he has the baby the majority of the time, which makes sense because she's a working actress. So there may be times that she needs him to kick it in a little bit more. And again, if the roles were reversed, we wouldn't even say nothing. If a man was off working and the woman was taking care of the child all day, we wouldn't even say nothing. So him getting child support, I'm not even tripping off of if he has primary custody of the child. I don't care. Get your child support. The problem is he's trying to get her pension because the alimony is running out. I guess the alimony was good for 5 years. And that's normal in a lot of divorces. Alimony ain't forever. Not anymore. Now, it used to be people got alimony until they got remarried or alimony lasted a long time. But nowadays, alimony is not indefinite. So a 5-year alimony payment, that's about apropos. So I disagree from that aspect that we wouldn't have something to say if this were a man. I would have something to say if this were a man under these circumstances. Because my thing is when you sit down with your attorney and y'all sign them divorce papers, you should just be walking away. All of this coming back to the well, I have a problem with that. And I would have a problem with that if that were a man or a woman. Because when you're done, we're done. When we're done, we're done. Nope, it doesn't have to be primary custody, even if he has weekend visitation. Only some courts force the higher earner to provide the living situation at both residences. Okay, well, there's a reason why he gets child support. And again, I don't know the laws in the state where they filed, but for whatever reason, he gets child support, and that's not in question. The child support is probably not going anywhere. It's the alimony that he's about to lose. And out of that $7,000 that he gets per month, I do not know how much of that is alimony versus child support. But even if it's cut in half, if you've been living for the last 5 years and you've been getting $7,000 a month guaranteed on the first of the month, and that's about to be cut in half, the reasonable thing or the what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? The responsible thing is that you would have been living within your means, but most of us don't. We're going to call a thing a thing. Most of us, if we make $7,000 a month, we live off of $7,000 a month. Not everybody, y'all. So please don't nobody drop in the chat like, I don't. I'm talking about most of us. Most of us, even if we start off here, we slowly creep our way up. We slowly creep our way up because we know the money is there, right? So the man been living like, first he got $1 million settlement. So I'm sure he been living la vida loca off of that $1 million, because people act like $1 million is going to last forever, and it don't. And then $7,000 guaranteed per month. Yeah, this man probably been living a pretty good existence for the last 5 years, right? Now, not to mention the years he was married to her. I'm sure they lived a very comfortable lifestyle. Child, he ain't trying to go back to the chicken shack. He ain't trying to go back to the chicken shack. I make 10 to live off of 15. Baby, I know that's right. Most of us do. Most of us do, honey. Yes. Are these marriage settlements subject to taxes? Again, I don't know the laws. This damn computer. I don't know the laws, but anybody in here that's ever gotten child support or alimony, does that count as do you have to file that like income tax? I don't know. I've never gotten it. Yeah. I don't know. You do have to file your child support, but they don't tax it. Okay. Alimony is income. Child support isn't. Okay. So he's been paying taxes on the alimony, but not on the okay. Got it. Thank you. And that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you, Mia Boo. I think Mia a little bit behind y'all, but it's all good. Thank you, Mia Boo, when you get caught up. I just think, I don't know. I guess from the outside looking in, because again, I never talked to this man. I don't know nothing about this man. But from the outside looking in, I just feel like it's just not a good look. I'm sorry. Here in Maryland, my cousin had to pay her ex-husband child support, and my little cousin lived week on, week off with them both. Okay, so and again, that's why you go to court, because the court and the laws, and they look at certain information that we don't have or we don't have access to, and they make a decision. Like that's what we do. I don't know why she didn't get a prenup. I think even everyday people should get prenups. What up, Shade in the CDA, birthday girl? Let me tell you something. The older I get, the more I understand prenups. I'm just being honest with you. I don't even have a whole lot to bring to the table, but I'm getting a prenup. If I ever get married, and I ain't even got a lot to bring to the table, but if I ever get married, just know. Okay. All right. Based on my income, my accident alternate each week, but I have to pay him you mean your ex? I think that's autocorrect. But I have to pay him child support because he cannot financially provide the same lifestyle that I can, and we are in court now. Girl, Kenya, you and your ex has been put, baby. I just keep it in prayer, Kenya. I keep you in prayer, boo. I keep you in prayer. You and your ex. Same. My mom's ex-husband almost took her house, and we wasn't rich. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've had that. I have friends who been in that situation. You already got a house. When you meet somebody, they already have a house, and then you got a car, they have a car, you have retirement. You know, everybody have, because y'all are older and y'all have already built certain things, and then you get married, and when it's time to get divorced, now all of a sudden here they come knocking, trying to get something that didn't belong to them. No, ma'am, no, sir. When you got here, you had a house, a car, retirement, whatever. I had what I had over here. Listen, it didn't work out. I'm gonna go back to my house. You go back to your house, and we're gonna keep it funky. Now, I mean, if we built something together, we started a business while we were married or something like that, that's another conversation. But all of that, I'm gonna take what I bought. You're gonna take what you bought. We're gonna keep it moving. Women use the standard of living to get more. Don't see a problem with a man doing the same thing. Okay. I personally, and again, Kim, I hear what you're saying. I would feel the same way if it were a man or a woman. I feel like once you are divorced, I have a problem. Again, child support is another conversation. If this were about child support, I'd be like, well, maybe, maybe it's something dealing with the lifestyle, the school the child want to go to, insurance, like, there are different elements. But for you, nah, I got a problem with that. And again, I would have a problem if that was a man or a woman. I feel like when you walk away from the table, when you sign that divorce paper, I feel like that should be that. That's it. All that coming back 4 years later, talking about something, oh no, wait a minute. I want half of your pension from while you were working while we were married. The fuck? My mom moved that bum in. It turned out to be an abusive dope fiend. And oh wow, not an abuse. How you gonna be abusive and a dope fiend? Yeah, she did. And I hate that. I hate that for people, because you meet, I just hate it for people. I mean, it happens all the time. People meet and they fall into love, fall out of love, child. So, all right, let's get into the Dr. Umar of it all. First of all, let me start from the beginning and work my way forward. When it comes to Umar Johnson, I'm very, 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 very biased. So if you want me to be unbiased, this ain't the story. I know sometimes I try to be fair about stuff and I try to see things from both sides, but this ain't one of them days and this ain't one of them things, okay? I am very biased against Umar Johnson because I think my first interaction with Umar Johnson, so let me go back to my first, and I think I've told y'all this before. My first interaction with Umar Johnson was when I first started doing radio, which is what led me to doing YouTube. I told you guys before I used to do a radio called Spikefish Radio. It was on the WEAC radio channel. It's a local radio station here in DC out of Anacostia. And we interviewed Umar Johnson. Notice I really try not to say the doctor part, but neither here nor there. We interviewed Umar Johnson on the show. And it turned into a very fierce debate because essentially, and I'm paraphrasing, essentially what he said in that interview was there's really no such thing as special ed, like ADHD. It's something that the white man made up to put black kids in special ed to further the pipeline, the school to prison pipeline. And then he proceeded to go on and say, basically, little black boys that have ADHD just need discipline, need a good ass whooping. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm not paraphrasing the ass whooping part. I don't want y'all to, I'm not paraphrasing that. So Spikefish, my boy Earl, who is Spikefish Radio, said that Earl, who was ADHD in school, went on to basically say, hey, I was one of those kids. I was a little black boy in school, and my parents did beat me when the teacher called and said, hey, Earl can't sit still. Earl gets out of his seat. Earl does this, does that. I was that kid, and there was no amount of ass whooping that stopped me from bouncing off the walls at school. Like, it wasn't the same. So anyway, it turned into a whole debate, you guys. It was a good show, but it definitely dissolved into a bunch of mess. Now, this was 2000 and... This was probably 2013, 2014. I wish I could remember what year I started doing the radio show. I don't remember, but this was like 2013, 2014, around that time. Child, he was talking about that school in 2013, 2014. Sir, where's the school? Where's the school? I think they did find that he did actually earn, well, earn is not the word I want to use. I think we did actually find, when I say we, because I didn't care enough to look, but the internet did actually find that he did receive a doctorate from some school. I can't remember the name of the school right now, but they did find that he did receive it, but I still choose not to call him Dr. Nothing. So when it comes to Umar Johnson, again, a lot of what he says, I just really pay no attention. I think he's a buffoon. I think he likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I think he's a shock jock. He likes to say things that it's almost like he's the opposite of Candace Owens, right? I'm going to say the most ridiculous, racist, Afro, nationalist bullshit that I can say so I can get everybody's attention, so I can make the blogs, so I can get the headline. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like a lot of what he does is calculated to get attention, right? My problem with him, though, is that there are people who actually believe what he's saying. I know you can buy a doctorate, Sabria. That's why I said receive, not earned. That's why I said receive, not earned. Hell, I'd work with some people that I wonder where the hell they got. I'm like, how much was it? Because I want my doctorate. And at this point, I really don't even want to do the work. I just want the title. So where did you get yours? Where did you get yours at this point? But neither here nor there. So that's the baseline of why I just don't entertain nothing that Umar Johnson has to say. But let's get into today must be the Deadbeat Dads episode, okay? Sorry, y'all. So let's hear what this idiot had to say, child. His daughter has come down to the social medias to talk about her daddy, child. I believe this is where I found. I believe this was let's start at the beginning, child. This thing been going on for like 2 or 3 days. Umar Johnson and his daughter. This hold on. Oh Lord, child, there's so much stuff here. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all hear the videos and then I'll read what they've been saying to each other. Because of course, y'all know y'all know.
My mission for this video, y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister on my mom's side and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him, and he ignored me after I asked him if he had my sister's phone number. So here you go.
So she showed the clip. All right, Lord. Hold on. Let me go. I'm out of order now.
TikTok. So I just wanted to come on here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how Black kings need to be with Black women, but you're not even in your Black woman's daughter's life. TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small...
So that's what she said, okay? This was his response.
Your mom hate him too? Of course you do. Because he put his fucking hands on her. Fuck that.
I wasn't there for my daughter. And she may expose me on one of these podcasts one day and say, Daddy, you're the reason I can't find good Black love because you never validated me as a woman.
How long have you known Umar was today? Oh, my leg. I always
need y'all to stay focused. I appreciate those of y'all who are standing, fighting for me. I appreciate the love, but we're going to let all the negativity cycle through. We're not feeding into it no more. Positive vibrations. We're in the new year. Black History Month just ended. This is Black March. Positive vibrations. That's all we're going to do. Everybody who want to throw this and throw that and let them do it. I'm not worried about that. Let them do it. We're going to do what we got to do. You feel me? So everybody stay focused. Everybody stay blessed. And we're going to do what we need to do. We got to build, y'all. We got to build. Stay focused.
Here's this other clip. Hold on. There's another clip I want y'all to hear where he's responding directly to his daughter. And in his response, he says it all. I mean, I don't know why I can't find that right clip. In his response, so I'm going to read you what he said, but I also want y'all to hear the response. So let me read y'all this, this chapter book that he wrote, okay? He wrote, Lord, and I got to take my glasses off. This is a money grab. Nothing more, nothing less. My daughter and I have been in contact with each other for several years now. She has reached out to me intermittently for the past 8 years or so, since high school. My number has not changed in 20 years. This was done intentionally so that my children could always contact me no matter what. See, I'm going to pause right there. Sir, that's the problem. Why do they have to reach out to you? Why is it that my number hasn't changed? Why is it I haven't heard from, she hasn't called me, she hasn't reached out to me? Sir, you are the daddy. You are the adult. You are the one in charge. She shouldn't have to reach out to you for shit. I'm going to keep reading. Each and every time that I have heard from my child, I've asked to see and spend time with her. She has never accepted my request for a meeting. In all of these years, as soon as I mention wanting to see her, the conversation drops immediately until she decides to bless me with another random text message the following year. I often felt that I was being intentionally played with, but continued to press for the opportunity to meet her. She did once provide me some insight when she texted, "My mother doesn't want me to communicate with you at all." Hold on. Currently, she is being completely dishonest and acting like I haven't been trying to connect with her every time I've asked to see her. She would cut off the conversation. This has went on for nearly a decade. If you're able to text your father randomly and when you feel like it, you couldn't text him a graduation invitation or meet him just once. Again, sir, you are the adult in the situation. Why are you putting everything on your child? I'm going to go back to what I said about the DDG Halle Bailey situation. Take him to court. Take her to court. If the mother will not allow you access to your child, visitation to your child, whatever, did you go to court? Did you get an attorney? What did you try to do? The fact that you were sitting here acting like this child was responsible for building, maintaining, harvesting, y'all know the words I'm looking for, a relationship with you, sir. That is not how this works. You're the daddy. I keep calling that girl Halle Berry. Y'all know, I mean, Halle, the Chloe Halle girl, child. Just 24 to 48 hours prior to this money grab campaign of hers, I had posted several voiceover videos from various sisters on social media. I had never posted so many of them at once before. Additionally, I posted a screenshot of my monthly Instagram views, which is around 18 million views monthly. My daughter, seeing all of the free publicity these women were receiving, seized upon the opportunity to help herself to some free promotion, as well as through a slander campaign against her father for views and money. If this situation is about getting some answers, why are you bragging about all your views your slanderous videos are getting? And why are you telling people they have to pay you $5,000 for an interview? Lord, it's more. Give me a second. Anyone with half of a brain would have to ask themselves why all of this energy and at this particular time simply as a status of money grab at the expense of my name. A simple cash out campaign for clout, cash and come up. However, that's not my main concern, as I'm sure when the YouTubian struggle streamer community is done. YouTubian is not a word, sir. You cannot just make up words. You just can't add stuff to words and make it a word. YouTubian, it's not a word. Is done using, exploiting, and weaponizing my child against me, they will certainly turn on her, as their only loyalty is to the popularity of their platform. And at that time, when this is no more of a story and there's no more money to be made, maybe then we can finally build a relationship. Sir, she's grown. She has no idea as to what she's doing, nor of the long-term ramifications of this behavior upon her public reputation. My major concern is why her mother is allowing her daughter to expose herself to the public in this way. She's grown, sir. She's grown. Her mother can't control her any more than you can. Then you say that you weren't invited to her high school graduation, which means that at this point, she's probably over 18, which means she's grown. Her mama can't make her get off social media. I have enemies, real enemies, and they come in every class, color, and culture. I'm not an entertainer. I'm an activist. No one should know who Umar's children are, and for their own safety, I'm an activist who receives threats against my life regularly. Why hasn't she put a stop to this? Are you really going to allow our child to interview with these vicious, unscrupulous social media personalities who are old enough to be her parents? Yeah, because the person who was her actual parent wasn't there. What honest answers can she offer? And she wouldn't dare expose her mother's role in all of this. And she doesn't know enough about me to offer these haters anything of substance. That's a problem. See, the more you talk, the more you expose yourself. Why doesn't your grown-ass child know enough about you, sir? Why doesn't your child have enough information on you to do an interview if she chose to exploit you? Why doesn't she? Why doesn't she know enough about you? That's the problem. At this point, all she can offer is clickbait. At this point, I wouldn't want my youngest daughter communicating with her until she starts conducting herself as a young lady. She is not the example my baby needs to see in an older sister. I can't believe her mother excluded me from her life only to allow my child to become another social media addict. The only thing worse than a parent who plays hide and seek with their child is one who doesn't do a good job at being a parent in the first place. Well, ain't that the motherfucking pot talking to the kettle? Sir, you literally just said the only thing worse is a parent who's not there to be a parent in the first place. Sir, that's you. Sir, The call is coming from inside of the house. Sir, that's you. Sir, that's you. You're that parent. The call is coming from inside of the house. What is wrong with you? You know, you clearly have not been a part of this child's life. I don't care if this is for clicks and views. I don't care if this is because she wants to start a YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram. I honestly don't. Because but for the fact that you was a deadbeat ass daddy that wasn't a part of your child's life, she wouldn't have the opportunity to do it. If you were there, if you were around, if you had a relationship with her, if you had built a relationship with her and nurtured a relationship with her, none of this would be even a conversation. None of this would be a conversation. So honestly, sir, I don't care. I don't care if she's trying to use you as a way to build a social media platform. That's the least you could give her. You ain't gave her shit else. The least you can do is help her build. If that's what she want to do, if she want to become a YouTuber and she want to do it off of your back, so the fuck what? Exactly. If he was around her as a child, she wouldn't be seeking out this validation and this attention. So I don't care if I don't even know this young lady, but if she is using you to build a platform, that's the least you can give her because you ain't gave her shit else. You're right, because earlier today in Chef Don Don's channel, on Chef Don Don's channel, are you still here, Shade in the City? She just sent me a shady text. Shade in the City sent me a shady text, girl. I'm sorry, that's not. You know why I'm laughing. Anyway, but yeah, that's all I got. I don't really have no more. You know, we're gonna be back in about an hour. She right there. You're shady. I'm sorry, y'all. You're shady. Hold on real quick, y'all. Okay. I had to go look at something real quick. I had to go be shady myself for a second. Sorry about that. So, but worried about her asses. Right. Like, sir, go sit down somewhere. He don't even pay no child support, but you worried about where she getting money from. Because I noticed how in none of what you said, I've listened to, I don't even want to work. What he said in that is basically what he said in the video. Sir, at no point in time did I hear you say, I've been paying your mother child support. I've sent her this amount of money. I did these things. I went to court. Let me tell you something. I have friends who have ended up in handcuffs over their kids. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, they've been fighting for their child and going back and forth to court and all kinds of stuff. I have friends that have been in contempt of court because they were fighting for their child. I don't have no respect for you. I have respect for my friends who have done those things. I have friends who've had to borrow money to pay lawyers. I have friends who you know, done all of the things, done all of the things to try to be a part of their child's life. And I don't have no respect for somebody that's going to sit here now. And not only do I not hear any compassion, any apologies, any regret, any remorse. Now you're going to sit here and say, and she just using me for clout. I still don't hear you saying, you know what? She has a right to be angry with me because I wasn't there. I haven't heard, you know what? She's absolutely correct in everything she said about me. She's right. And I was an ain't shit daddy. And I want to be better. Like, I didn't hear none of that. It was all her fault. It was all on her. Anyway, y'all, we about to get up off here. We'll be back at 9:15-ish. I say ish because, I said it for 9:15, but if the episode is over at 9 and I'm done, we'll be here. But we'll be here at 9:15-ish to talk about the season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Shout out to the 260 people in the chat. Please make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.